So we're continuing on this Prevost bus project, a marathon conversion, so a real high-end conversion. The new owner, he's only had it for about 3,000 miles, and most of those miles we're driving it from Montana, I think is where he bought it, to Michigan where he lives, and then down here to us. He's never really driven it over like 55 miles an hour. So we came in, we found all kinds of safety concerns. One of the things is I talked him into getting rid of all those fancy wheel covers, and we just painted the hubs on it. So now nothing's going to be hidden, because we had a lot of things that could have been seen that were wrong with the wheel hubs and stuff like that. It hadn't been able to easily see all that stuff. So the safety concerns with this thing, remember this is the one that had the hub on the axle ready to fall off on it. The nut was completely gone. There was no threads left on it. Just lots of little safety things, but we're getting it ready for the road now. One thing is pulling hard to one way. We're checking the alignment on it. It's out of alignment. We can't get the tie rod to move, so we're using a hydraulic floor jack with the pressure and the weight of the bus to actually get the tie rod to move. So that's where we're at here starting out. Our end goal here is to get a 1/16 of an inch toe in, and when we started out, it was almost a 1/2 inch toe in, so it was crazy, crazy number.
And 100.
Okay, step and hold the brake pedal down. And that's your alarm thing going off?
Yeah.
What is the air pressure at right now?
Top hasn't changed. The bottom one is about 80. But it fluctuates.
Just keep the pressure on the brake. We're going to go 60 seconds out, and they should stay right where they're at. They about the same still?
It is.
Okay, go ahead and release. Release your parking brake. And step and hold your brake one more time.
Hold it.
Yeah, step on it. Okay, release. Set the parking brake. Okay, that warning sound, the alarm, is very annoying. It's coming from this. We looked at the diagram on it. Anytime you step on the brake, it goes off, or if you have the parking brake released, it goes off. So I think it's that diode backfeeding in there. At first I thought maybe it was something with the conversion system on it. So like if you released the parking brake and you still had like an antenna up or hooked up to shore power still or something, that the bus would give you an alarm like that, but it's not. It happens when you step on the service brakes too. So I don't think it's anything. I think it's a Prevost system, not a conversion system. He drove here for several hours with that noise going off. But we tracking this diagram here, it looks like that's probably what it is, but it's gonna be very annoying to hear that sound. I think these painted hubs look nice with these aluminum rims. It looks nice together. It's a lot safer. Nothing's, if you get something leaking, or you can easily check everything. I think it looks nice in this bus. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna actually weigh the bus here on its way out of the shop, so we know the individual tire weights, balance left to right, and then also if we're overweight on anything, because these marathon conversions are very heavy, plus it'll let us know what tire pressures to set the tires at. Okay, go ahead and go back. Yeah. brake set. The buzzer's not going off, huh? Oh.
I don't think he's going off.
This side's 46, that side's 47.
Okay. You were 4,700 pounds on the other side and 4,600 pounds. We got it. You don't have to write down. So just letting you know. So almost 5,000 on each side. You're going to go backwards a little bit. We're going to get up the tags off the scale. Then we're going to reposition the scales a little bit because the drive tires are in a different place. So we'll do 2 stops. We're ready to back up. Stop. Yeah, the tag's offset about 5 or 6 inches inboard.
Notice not all buses are like that.
They're not.
Just the width of the axle inside of the circle.
I'm not really sure about it, yeah. Okay, let's back up. That's it. $74. Okay, a couple of concerns here. One is this tire, and as a single tire, is maximum weight rated at 7,390 pounds, and we're at 7,400, so that we're slightly overweight on the individual tire on the one side. But the 2 tires together, the total is more than the front weight GVWR of the front axle, which is 13,000 pounds. So we're over 14,300, I think it was. So we're definitely overweight on the front axle, plus overweight on the individual tire too.
Good to go?
Yes. Watch the fire truck back there.
Yep.
So just for the hell of it, as you're rolling right now, pull your parking brake and just let it apply, and so you get used to what it feels like when it comes on. So it's not like an immediate, like when you slam on the brakes. So
It's more gradual than I thought it would be.
yeah, you can go ahead and release it. You want to do a brake check to see if your brakes feel different to you? They should feel a lot more. Probably before you get on the pavement, just so it doesn't tear up my pavement.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's do the floor.
That's pretty good though. I mean,
Yeah.
just jack it all the way hard. Boom.
Now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what you would expect?
Uh-huh. Where you feel like you're gonna fly through the windshield?
Yeah.
So just to talk about the brakes on this, when it came in, when he bought it, he paid a guy to adjust his brakes. He's leaving the Rocky Mountains, going through the Rocky Mountains, and you'd expect somebody to really pay attention to things. It had a leaky wheel seal on it they should have caught. They did not adjust the drive brakes on it, which you got to release the parking brake to do that. They did not do that. And one side, the brake was totally out of stroke. It was out of adjustment 100% on one of the, so one side wasn't working on the drive axle and the other side had oil on it. And the only thing the guy did was adjust his tag axle brakes, which are very easy to get to. He said he didn't even do the front brakes. He only did the ones in the rear, and sent him through the Rocky Mountains like that. So that's why it's important for me to check these brakes and make sure everything feels good for him now. But you're going to want to get in your lane quickly.
Oh yeah, thank you. I was looking at my tracks.
Did your wheel go into the gravel over there?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, right on the edge of it.
I was like right at it. Because it's back behind you, it's kind of deceiving. You're out in front of it like that. Does it feel like it's pulling it all like before, or no?
Can't tell.
Out too, that's gonna throw you off. That was to the right though.
Yeah, that's what it was doing before.
Oh.
So the jig should kick in now?
They probably, what RPM were you at?
1200?
Yeah, they should have kicked in there.
Oh,
Definitely when we come. Definitely when we're coming back, when we come down this big hill, they should kick in.
Left?
Yes. We'll do a left, and then a right.
This one? Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing that Ford before, that F100.
Stay kind of far to the left to make your right so you don't take out that pole.
Okay.
If you raise your tags,
Mm-hmm.
you can go ahead and do that.
Keep them up?
Yeah. So on a tight turn like this, they don't scrub.
Yep.
How close were you back there on that curb? Yeah, the wind was blowing the opposite direction that you were pulling. There's Jake's. Hear him?
Oh, really?
Hear him?
Yeah.
Open your window, you really hear him.
So maybe they were working in the Rockies. It's just so steep, I expected more.
Yeah, they're not like a huge, but it's holding you back. Otherwise, you'd be like running away, and then you feel them release there and you go. Yeah.
Did it upshift also or not?
I don't know. I don't think so. But they're there.
I don't think I remember hearing that before. Maybe.
So let's go speed here a little bit. Stay in the right lane though, probably. And are we still pulling hard to the right? Oh yeah, it just wants to send you right over. Jesus. That's pretty significant. So we'll pull it straight in the shop.
Yep.
When we get towards the end, keep your wheels straight and don't do any turning moves or anything.
Okay. Is it right here or is it?
It's after the.
Yeah, definitely that. Oh, maybe I stayed on the asphalt. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
you did. That's what I thought.
Tag up or not?
Yes, please. Once you make this corner, you can throw them back down.
I did see your ag tires put some impressions on this.
Yeah, I just need to. I'll run them out with the golf cart. Should be able to smooth them back down. They weren't doing it at first because you don't really see it up in here. But when the snow got heavier, you can probably get on it a little bit here.
Oh, it shifted. I didn't want to shift.
That's okay. It'll rectify the situation if it needs it. Right there. So we redid the alignment. It was like a 16th off, which that was strange, but we noticed that the safety steer was inputting on the steering, and that was pulling it to the right. So we loosened the brackets, and when we loosened the brackets, it kicked over. That thing is, if you have like a front tire blowout, it stops. It doesn't allow the wheel to go hard over one way or the other, so it keeps you straight in a line because of the dampening force on it. But it was like automatically, it wasn't centered. It was turning the tires just a little bit with the pressure on it. Okay, so we sent him on another test drive, and same thing. It's pulling hard one way. So we're going to see what's going on underneath, put it on the pit.
It's hitting the axle. And then over here, it's hitting the tire rod. The thing sounds crunchy.
Go left and right. Do it like, jiggle it left, right, left, right. What is that noise?
Stabilize. On the inside. Yeah.
Go all the way left.
It's up in here.
Oh yeah. And then all the way right.
Oops, hits the tire rod.
Yeah.
You can see it shift the tire rod.
Uh-huh. Jiggle it left and right. Jiggle it left, right, left, right. Everything's moving like it's supposed to. There's no lag or delay in the tie rods. Okay, center the wheel. Center it. And then when you shut it off, see if the wheel snaps.
Nope, didn't snap.
Okay.
Did I go back a couple feet and then forward again if we're gonna adjust it and check it or not?
I feel like turning's the problem. Did they?
Well,
They notched this for this. This side is not like that. I'm like notching your axle for your stabilizer. Seems smart.
All right, we're taking the stabilizer off. It doesn't even fit right. It's all homemade brackets on it, and when you turn all the way left, it hits on one side. When you turn all the way the other way, it hits on the other side. It's hitting the tie rod, it's hitting the axle. It's a mess, and then it's inputting itself on the steering as he's driving. So we're gonna remove it, and one thing we noticed, I kept telling him when I was having him drive the bus around, I'm like, turn the wheel all the way, turn the wheel, it is turned all the way. No, this steering stabilizer was stopping everything from full movement, so his bus is gonna turn much sharper in tight situations. That's much further, right? Oh my gosh. Pretty close. There you go. That's a lot more turning. Yeah.
He's clear, right?
Yes. So we're gonna have him back up and then pull forward about 6 feet, and then we're gonna check the alignment again, but we want the tires to be perfectly straight here and have rolled a little bit. Keep coming, about 2 more feet. I don't want to get that tape measure there. Keep coming, a little bit more. A little bit more. 6 inches. That's good. Another thing that we're concerned about is because of all that metal that was in the rear axle, we flushed everything out with diesel and we replaced all the bearings and races and everything, but the rear end we're worried about. So after the test drive, we're going to pull the drain plug again and make sure it's not all covered in metal like it was when we took it out last time. So we're going to double check it after all these test drives. It's been about 15, 20 miles of driving. Let's see how much metal's on the drain plug now.
How quick I'm gonna be about this.
Okay, that's good enough. Look at the plug. Very little metal in there. Okay, it's clean. I think his oil pressure gauge on the dash is acting wonky. So we're going to compare this mechanical gauge readings, which here were about 12 PSI of oil pressure at idle. We're going to compare that with what the dash, to see what the gauge on the dash is telling us. What's your oil pressure read right now?
70.
It's 12. Let me have you rev it up when I go back there, and then you tell me what reading you get, or you go ahead and rev it up now. Tell me what it goes up to.
How much do you want me to go to?
Just take it up pretty high. Like
1500 is 30.
okay, let me go. Keep it there. Okay, so we're topping off the tire pressures.
Yep.
And then the test drive, after we remove that steering arm or the dampener.
Much better.
No more
Better
pulling.
turning radius. More rotation to the steering.
Much easier to get out of the driveway because the wheels turn further.
Definitely. The town square is much easier to run around there. So,
Isn't that crazy that stopped it from turning left and right?
it's insane. I think Levi may have done that. What do you think?
Uh-oh, Levi.
Levi's step may have done that to us.
Well, Levi didn't really do it. Levi's his young grandson who watches our videos. But yeah, we're finishing up on this project here. This was quite the basket case when it came in, that's for sure.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.